The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And cycle. Black Ultra. Black it. 6. Cut, cut.
On 1st and 10, Young. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Panthers hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Giant defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, able to avoid him. And, boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for
Fight,
Panthers.
97.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Claws red. Cut, cut.
Young now from the 50. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Yellow. Zoom. Cut.
Running left, Taylor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Seal. Black. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Gets through, and now an opening. Touchdown, Carolina. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready, break. Ready.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown they've had.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Go red.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
Yellow. Ready.
Young on 1st down. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now Young going to move him around. From the red zone now, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Come on, set. Shot. 17. Hut.
Young will set to throw. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It'll be Young again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Room here to run. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready.
Mariota to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sean Wharton able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
Let's go now.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And first down there on a pick up the 25.
Ready?
Young. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Check smash. Check pink. Black swap. Ready, ready.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
52.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble and put him in trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A first down throw for Young. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's Young on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown, Panthers. Puka Nacua, 57 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On the ready.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Red cycle. Ready.
To throw is Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 58 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He gets it to Cooks. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
That is caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill, pushing his way through.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Blue striker. White. Black ultra. Set cut.
Throwing, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. To throw Mariota. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Ready?
Mariota now on second down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Second down, Mariota. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Lazard now on the end around. And out of bounds right around the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Mariota. Cooks on the quick slant. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are back within a score. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Young, he's going to change it up.
Ready.
Now Young from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Again, it's Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Green Jack. Hut, hut.
Now Young. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
25-yard line.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
Drill green.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Red. Red, cycle. Slide blue. Ready.
Young now from the 50. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Blue striker. White. White. Black ultra. Check.
Here is Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that almost intercepted. They would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. Lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Puka Nacua, 42 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry, hurry.
Running left, it's Mixon. Gets by him at the 25. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Mixon up the middle. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
1st down, New York.
Ready.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Xavier McKinney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. Throw complete right side to Cooks. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing. Mariota. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 1st and 10, Young. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Young to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To the air once more, Young. Flushed out right. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Young to throw it. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front.
Touchdown! Puka Nacua, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 3rd down, Mixon calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for New York. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come back from this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And Young's going to throw it here. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now a first down throw for Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Giants come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Carolina, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.